Okay, I started this problem originally and I'm actually going to type this in here, but we are going to be talking about geometry We're going to be talking about geometry, and this is lesson 3.6, number 11, where they're talking about that figure with the north, south, east, west. So we're going to be dealing with that. As you'll notice, it has 4 lines. It has your north to south line, your east to west line, and then it has these bisecting lines that go like this. Now, what it tells you is that this OA line, which A ends up, up here. Here is ray A. This is at 50 degrees, right? They tell you that. So what that means is that this line is not, let's see if I can point here, this line right here is not bisecting this. Okay, because this is north, south, east, west, we know that this angle right here has to be 90 degrees. But this part of it is only 50 degrees. So like from here to here is 50 degrees. That means from here to here has to be 40 degrees. Okay, which means that this line over here is sitting at 90 degrees. That makes sense because we have the north, south, east, west. Now the problem tells you that the north, south, east, west lines, these ones, are bisecting this big angle, and that kind of thing. So that means if this over here is 50, then this over here has to be 50, right? So we can label this over here as saying, well, this point has to be at 50 degrees, but that's actually 310 because you're starting at 0 and you're going backwards around the circle, so this is 310, and I don't know why that didn't show up. 310. Isn't that pretty? Okay, by the same reasoning then, if this is 50 right here, then this one has to be 40 also. Now here's where it gets kind of tricky. Remember that we talked about the north, south, east, west lines are bisecting the angles formed by the red lines. So that means if this is 40, then this right here has to be 40. And we can use this information to say then, well, this line has to be 40 degrees away from up here, so that means it's sitting on, let's see, 310 minus 40, it has to be sitting on 230. 230. Again, a gorgeous number. But anyway, yes, so this is 230. And you continue on around doing that. You can use the concept of vertical angles to say that, well, if this up here was, 100 degrees, 50 plus 50, if that up there is that, then this down here has to be 50 plus 50. So this is 50, and that's 50. And again, I think you can see at this point that this one then has to be 40. Once you know what all of the inside angles are, then you can find where each point is. So like we can go back and then label them. This bottom one is obviously at 270 degrees. This one over here is, I'm sorry, this isn't 270. This is 180. It's 270 on a normal disc, but we started the other way. And so this one over here would be 130. And lastly, this one right here would be 270 degrees. So in this way you can see kind of how it works. If you were there trying to put your, protractor on the top of it and measure your using your protractor or whatever in your book, that doesn't really work. Because it's not designed to be measured with a protractor. It's designed to be measured using the concepts of complementary angles and vertical angles that they've been teaching you in 3.5 and then here in 3.6.